Good afternoon. This is Akashvani and I am Subha Kaul with the Midday News. The headlines. Cyclone Biaprjoy to weaken into depression during next 6 hours. Heavy rains likely in Gujarat and Rajasthan. Union Home Minister Amit Shah to conduct aerial survey of cyclone-affected areas of Gujarat today. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman calls for strengthening GST registration process. President Droupadi Murmu calls upon armed forces personnel to keep in mind integrated perspective of defence preparedness. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankhar presents National Water Awards in New Delhi. Madhya Pradesh tops in the Best State category. And in Badminton, India's HS Prannoy and Doubles pair of Satwiksairaj and Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty to play in semi-finals of Indonesia Open in Jakarta today. Cyclone Biaprjoy, which made a landfall in Gujarat's coastal areas, has now weakened into a deep depression and is expected to weaken further into depression during next 6 hours. Thereafter, it is very likely to continue to move east-northeastwards and maintain the intensity of depression during subsequent 18 hours. India Meteorological Department IMD Director General Mrityunjay Mohapatra said the remnants of cyclonic storm in the form of deep depression at 8:30 am was lying over southwest Rajasthan, adjoining North Gujarat and southeast Pakistan. He told media that heavy to very heavy rainfall is likely over few places in Rajasthan and Gujarat.
आज सुबह ये साउथ वेस्ट राजस्थान के ऊपर और इसके आसपास जो इलाका है नॉर्थ गुजरात और साउथ ईस्ट पाकिस्तान का केंद्रीभूत है। बाड़मेर से 80 किलोमीटर दक्षिण पे और जोधपुर से 200 किलोमीटर दक्षिण पश्चिम पे केंद्रीभूत है। वो धीरे धीरे वीक हो रहा है। आज का जो पूर्वानुमान है हेवी टू हेवी रेनफॉल जारी रहेगा और 1 or 2 प्लेसेस में एक्सट्रीम हेवी रेनफॉल हो सकता है साउथ राजस्थान पे और एडजनिंग एरियाज ऑफ नॉर्थ गुजरात। गुजरात में सबसे ज्यादा इसका इम्पैक्ट रहा। अभी अब जो अलर्ट दे रहे हैं रेनफॉल की वजह से साउथ राजस्थान के लिए और एडजनिंग एरियाज ऑफ नॉर्थ गुजरात।
IMD has predicted heavy to extremely heavy rainfall over Kutch, Patan and Banaskantha districts of the Gujarat. A red alert for extremely heavy rainfall has also been issued in Pali, Barmer, Sirohi and Jalore districts of Rajasthan. Meanwhile, Union Home Minister Amit Shah will conduct aerial survey of cyclone-affected areas of Gujarat today. Mr. Shah will visit Kutch region and Jakarta port in the state to take stock of the situation in areas hit by the storm. He will also meet affected people in Bhachau and Mandvi areas of the Kutch district. He will also hold a review meeting with Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel and senior officials. Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel yesterday held a high-level meeting to review the situation in the affected districts. Commissioner of Relief Alok Pandey said Gujarat government relocated more than 1 lakh citizens to safer places. He said roads are being cleared with the removal of fallen trees and authorities are continuously working to restore electricity to the rest of the villages despite the ongoing rain. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has asked the officials to strengthen the goods and service tax registration process by leveraging technology to curb the entry of fake entities in the GST ecosystem. She called for a nationwide campaign to explain the objectives of the special drive to weed out fake entities. The minister chaired a review meeting of the ongoing drive against fake billing for GST evasion in New Delhi yesterday. During the meeting, the finance minister was briefed about action being taken against fake registrations. She was told that more than 11,000 registrations have already been detected and action has been initiated. She took note of the existing measures being undertaken, including OTP-based verification of Aadhaar at the time of registration in high-risk cases. President Droupadi Murmu today called upon the armed forces personnel to keep in mind an integrated perspective of defence preparedness. She appreciated the efforts that are underway for modernizing and strengthening the Indian Air Force by including Rafale fighter aircraft and other modern helicopters. President Murmu was speaking after reviewing the combined graduation parade of the successful cadets at the Air Force Academy at Dundigal in Telangana.
Together, our defense protects land frontiers, large coastline and territorial waters, and a huge airspace. The ability to absorb technology at a rapid pace will be essential for defense preparedness and land sea and air. Each and every officer of the armed forces has to keep in mind an integrated perspective of defense preparedness. I am happy to note that our Air Force is taking steps to be ever ready, especially future ready, keeping in view the overall security scenario, including the challenges of fighting a high technology war in a network-centric future battle space.
The President asked the newly commissioned officers to carry forward the great legacy of the Indian Air Force in defending the country and be guided by the determination that was shown by the force during the previous conflicts.
They demonstrated the same resolve and skill at the Kargil conflict and later in destroying the terror hideout at Balakot. Thus, the Indian Air Force has a legendary reputation of professionalism, dedication and self-sacrifice. You must be guided by the same determination to win amidst adversities.
The President presented the wings and brevets to the flying officers and commissioned Indian Air Force trainees in the flying branch and trainees in the ground duty branch on completion of their training. 10 more officials from Indian Navy, Coast Guard and 2 trainee officials from Vietnam also successfully completed their flying training. This is for the first time in the history of the Air Force Academy that the President of India was the reviewing officer. Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh will hold bilateral talks with Minister of National Defence of Vietnam General Phan Van Giang on Monday to further boost the defence cooperation between India and Vietnam. During the talks, both sides will also exchange views on regional and global issues of mutual interest. Mr. Giang will be on a 2-day official visit to India starting tomorrow. The Minister of National Defence of Vietnam will also visit Agra during his stay in India. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval has stressed preparing the skilled workforce and bringing in technological innovation to be globally competitive. He said highly motivated and committed human resources are the biggest strength of the country. Mr. Doval was addressing the Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Memorial Lecture 2023 in New Delhi today.
You only have to change the mindset and the psyche of the people of this country. They can do wonders. Give them an opportunity. Only thing is that we don't know our strengths. We don't know our capabilities. Give India a very, very strong war machine. Make India impregnable.
Remembering the contributions made by Netaji during the freedom struggle, the National Security Advisor said Subhash Chandra Bose's legacy is unparalleled and his audacity and tenacity were the 2 qualities which were unmatchable. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankhar conferred the 4th National Water Awards in New Delhi today. The Jal Shakti Ministry had announced a total of 41 winners covering 11 categories, including joint winners for the National Water Awards 2022. Madhya Pradesh was awarded the first prize in the Best State category. In the Best District category, the award was given to the Ganjam district of Odisha. The Best Village Panchayat award was presented to Jagannathpuram Village Panchayat, Bhadradri Kottaguram district of Telangana. Each award winner was conferred with a citation and a trophy as well as cash prizes. Speaking on the occasion, the Vice President stressed the need for water conservation. He asked people to use natural resources as per their necessity, adding that Indian culture also teaches people about the judicious use of natural resources.
जन आंदोलन का ये विषय जल आंदोलन को गति देगा। इस बदलाव में हर किसी की भागीदारी हो सकती है। पंचायत स्तर पर, पंचायत समिति स्तर पर, जिला परिषद स्तर पर, विधानसभा स्तर पर और संसद के स्तर पर कि हम इसको प्राथमिकता देंगे। हमारे पब्लिक रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स मस्ट लीड बाय एग्जांपल। सभापति की हैसियत से हर संसद सदस्य को आह्वान किया कि वो साल में कम से कम 100 पेड़ लगाएं।
As part of the ongoing nationwide drive to realize the government's vision of a water-prosperous India, the award seeks to create awareness among people about the importance of water and motivate them to adopt best water use practices. The G20 Agriculture Ministerial meeting under India's presidency will concluded in Hyderabad today. During the meeting, which commenced on Thursday, the agriculture ministers deliberated upon the working group's summations on various topics. Speaking to media in Hyderabad on the concluding day of meeting, Union Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar said during the 3-day meeting, the participant countries supported India's stand on issues related to agriculture crisis, climate change, use of latest technology and digital tools and promotion of millets.
हिंदुस्तान की कृषि परिस्थितियां कृषि के समक्ष विद्यमान चुनौतियों से निपटने की भारत की तैयारी, नवाचार को बढ़ावा देने की मानसिकता, कृषि क्षेत्र में तकनीक का समर्थन बढ़ाना, डिजिटल कृषि को प्रोत्साहित करना, मिलेट्स को प्रोत्साहित करना, छोटे किसान की ताकत बढ़ाना, उपकरण जैसी सुविधाएं देकर उनकी क्षमता वृद्धि करना, ऐसे कृषि से संबंधित समस्त विषयों को लेकर सभी देशों ने भारत की भूरी प्रशंसा की।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that many efforts have been done to revitalize and honor the country's glorious heritage, which has deepened the bond between youth and culture. In a tweet today, Mr. Modi said, "Countrymen are proud of India's rich and diverse culture. The government has taken several measures to rejuvenate country's pilgrimage destinations and places of faith. Swadesh Darshan scheme was approved for the development of 15 thematic circuits in the country in a planned and prioritized manner, including the Buddhist circuit, Krishna circuit, Ramayana circuit, Sufi circuit and tribal circuit. To showcase India's rich cultural heritage, the government launched Bharat Gaurav trains." Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people of the country and abroad in the Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani tomorrow at 11 a.m. It will be the 102nd episode of the monthly radio program. The program will be broadcast on the entire network of Akashvani, Doordarshan and Narendra Modi mobile apps.
माननीय प्रधानमंत्री अपने मन की बात इस बार साझा करेंगे 18 जून सुबह 11 बजे। तो याद रखें, रविवार 18 जून सुबह 11 बजे मन की बात।
यही तो मन की बात है, जन जन से नाता होना।
In Indonesia Open Badminton tournament, India's HS Prannoy will take on top seed Viktor Axelsen of Denmark in men's singles semi-finals at Jakarta today. 7th seed Prannoy defeated Japan's Kodai Naraoka in quarter-final match yesterday. In men's doubles, Indian pair of Satwiksairaj, Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty will face South Korean unseeded pair of Kang Min-hyuk and Seo Seung-jae in the semi-finals. 7th seed Satwiksairaj and Chirag defeated world number 1 Indonesian combination of Muhammad Rian Ardinioto and Fajar Alfian in clash of last 8 yesterday. Following the success of the men's Pro Kabaddi League, it is now the turn of female athletes to shine in the Kabaddi mat. The inaugural edition of India's first ever Women's Kabaddi League, WKL, commenced with great fanfare in Dubai yesterday. The historic event marks the first time that women Kabaddi players from across India have been given the opportunity to exhibit their skills and prowess on a global stage. The league consists of 8 teams, each representing Indian states, featuring a total of 96 players. The event is set to span over a period of 12 days and will continue till 27th of this month in Dubai. The victorious team will be awarded a prize of approximately 1 crore rupees. In cricket, Australia will resume their first innings against England at the overnight score of 14 for no loss on day 2 of the first Ashes Test at Edgbaston Cricket Ground in Birmingham today. Yesterday, a superb century from Joe Root helped England post 393 for 8 before declaring the innings on the opening day. England's declaration on day 1 is a record for earliest declaration by a team in first innings in Ashes history. The High Commission of India in Sri Lanka organized a mega yoga program under Yoga for Vasudhaiva Kutumb at the iconic Independence Square in Colombo today. Among the yoga enthusiasts, several of Sri Lanka's ministers participated in the event. Students, members of the Indian diaspora and friends of the India who were numbered over 800 assembled to celebrate yoga with fervor. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Cyclone Biaprjoy to weaken into depression during next 6 hours. Heavy rains likely in Gujarat and Rajasthan. Union Home Minister Amit Shah to conduct aerial survey of cyclone-affected areas of Gujarat today. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman calls for strengthening GST registration process. President Droupadi Murmu calls upon armed forces personnel to keep in mind integrated perspective of defence preparedness. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankhar presents National Water Awards in New Delhi. Madhya Pradesh tops its Best State category. And in badminton, India's HS Prannoy and Doubles pair of Satwiksairaj, Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty to play in semi-finals of Indonesia Open in Jakarta today. And with that, we end the midday news.